Music Worldwide on Dan Blake TV on YouTube. So Music Worldwide Pulse 88 Radio. It's Dan Blake in the house, and I'm here with one of my favorites right now, 070 Shake. It's a pleasure. How are you doing?
It's lit, man. I'm doing great.
It's
feeling
lit.
Good, man.
Thank you for sharing your time with us.
Yeah,
we really
thank you for
appreciate
having
you.
me.
Yeah,
Word up.
I was at your show yesterday at the Village Underground.
Yeah.
Energy.
So it's lit, huh?
Very lit, super lit.
That's
How you
good,
feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Just happy to be here. Very grateful. All that. Yeah.
First time in the UK?
Nah, I've been here twice before.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does it differ from the last time you was here? I see the audience has grown.
Yeah, 100%. Happy to be like performing new music and stuff. It's definitely a different vibe. Not here for too long.
Okay.
It's just upsetting, but I'll be back though.
I know I see you're on that global tour right now.
Yeah.
You're doing loads of Europe dates, I see.
Yes, sir.
And you're doing your thing right now, real heavy, man. We appreciate what's going on. We see the movement strong.
Yeah, thank you, man.
And
Appreciate
I was at your show. You got me in the Mosh Pit last night.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I
You
was
there?
up in there deep.
Hey.
I still got it, I thought I lost it for a minute, 070, but you got me right back out there.
That's lit.
In the deep end.
That's hard. That's hard.
Tell us about that. Do you happen at all your shows at Mosh Pit? Is that a vibe?
Yeah, it depends what song is playing, Gotta have some, switch up the energy, you know what I'm saying? Have a little bit of everything.
There we go.
Yeah.
I hugged a stranger as well, like you said.
What you
last
said?
night. I hugged a stranger last night
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
you did? That's
yeah,
amazing.
I did,
Then you did something good, man. That's
good
amazing.
energy. I like that,
Yeah.
good little things there. And, you mentioned, it was the first time that you felt that your people are catching it early with you. You mentioned that on stage, that everybody here, this is the moment.
Oh, yeah,
You're the first to know really what's popping.
100%.
What did you mean by that? Like, 'cause I felt that energy.
Because, like, the way I see it is, like, we're building this thing together, Without Charles, like, without everybody that's there and supported me, it doesn't exist. So, yeah, I see it like we're all in this together and just building it together, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Who would you say 070 Shake is, influence-wise, and your heritage and your background?
I feel like it's very simple, just the being, and I think that's part of who I am, is understanding that it's much more simple than what everybody makes of it. I'm Dominican, from the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
So I was born in the U.S., but both my parents are Dominican. And, yeah.
Interesting question. And, your background, how has that influenced your music?
I think it's just like, just being Spanish, the rhythm is in me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
It's just within me, so, yeah.
Yeah, the music is very uplifting.
Yeah, just from like the music I grew up listening to, and just like the culture of where I'm from, music has a big part, plays a big role in, the Spanish culture.
That's what's up. And the album Modus Vivendi is out now.
Yes, sir.
I believe it means to have conflicted parties come together along that road.
Yeah. It's a peace treaty. Yeah.
So why the title?
Because that's just what I want to represent. I think it's like the most important thing. Like making people realize that we're all really one thing. We all do the same thing in the beginning of the day and in the end of the day. We all take our clothes off the same. We all, brush our teeth the same.
Yeah.
And so I don't know why we wanna be so different from each other instead of appreciating that we're the same.
Yeah. And the artwork's amazing. Tell us about inspiration behind that.
The artwork.
Yeah.
It's basically I just want my artwork to represent the time that we were in as like humanity. So just like artificial intelligence coexisting with humanity and stuff. So like in 20 years, you could look back and see that that's what that represented. That's when that was really beginning. So, yeah.
And, I've been listening to the album heavily. And I've been going through the album, and I like to do a thing that's a bit different. Kind of, instead of kind of asking you to like break down tracks and stuff like that, I've kind of looked at, I'm a lyrics man.
Okay.
So
Dope.
I looked at lyrics, in some of the songs, and just maybe wanted you to just, don't have to go into super detail, but if I say a line, kind of just what it triggers, from the song when you was writing it.
Okay, cool.
Is that okay?
That's dope.
Brilliant. So I picked some lines which stick in my mind because of the lyrics from the album. Some of my faves. So, for instance, in Divorce, you say, played along, all along, we did our thing, we both were wrong.
Yeah. We both did things we know were wrong. For that line, it is basically going with the concept. So, like I put myself in the shoes of a person that's married but doesn't really love the person like how they used to. You know what I'm saying? But they feel forced. They don't love them like they used to, but they stay together because that's what they're used to. You know what I'm saying? So, played along, all along. You know what I'm saying? We were playing along this game we know that wasn't real. And, yeah, we both did things we know were wrong. It's basically like...
It was a deep, intimate record, man. And when you played it last night, the energy shift was immense. I felt that energy shift. That was definitely one of the big energy shifts, like beat wise as well.
Yeah,
during
100%.
the night last night.
Yeah,
and then Pines, I feel it's even got that kind of classical element to it. I feel production wise and theatrical kind of vibes.
Right.
And there's a line where you say, "Where did you sleep last night?"
That's so funny. Yeah, my manager was just asking me about that. To me, it wasn't so much about, like, I feel like when people hear "Where did you sleep last night?" I think people think I'm talking about like who did you sleep with last night, but it's more of like you not being present with me. So it's like kind of being in a dark place and just asking like, where were you?
Yeah.
Like you might have been physically with me, but you weren't there.
Mentally.
Yeah.
Deep.
But it's also a cover from Lead Belly.
Okay.
At Nirvana also covered. But I made my own interpretation of it.
And you say, the pines with the sun on there. Tell us about
exactly.
the hook.
So it's like, where did you sleep last night? You weren't present.
Yeah.
And it's like a dark place.
Yeah.
Pines where the sun don't ever shine. It's like you being in a dark place.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And guilty conscience. It's got 80s feel to it, real 80s heavy.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to dance and do a madness to it, man. It's a vibe. And it's very nostalgic feel. You say on it, I was sat here waiting on karma.
Yeah.
I love that line.
Yeah.
There goes my guilty conscience.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm over here waiting for the universe to strike me back for the things I did. But you're doing the same thing. So it's like...
Jeez.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I love these lyrics, man.
Yeah.
And then we go into, I would say, my favorite record on the album, which I was, you couldn't see me, but I was going crazy to it, man. I got my little segment, my little area, and I was just going in. After the Mosh Pit, I said, you know what, spend a couple minutes in there. I had to fall back a little bit. So hit the back a bit, got myself a drink, and then you done one of my big tracks, Microdosing.
Jeez. Yeah. That shit hard.
Yo.
That's like
that
a different one.
hard.
Like I feel like whoever fucks with that song really understands me.
Yeah, it's lit.
And I love microdosing.
And for me, like I feel like when I hear it, I love the bongo.
Yeah.
I love it. Like it's got that African
I did those
feel
drums.
to it. Oh, you did it? Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I did those drums.
Vibe. And then it's got that, I feel like it's got that stadium feel to it. So when you start doing stadiums and places like that.
We gonna be lit, man.
Yo, that's gonna be a madness.
Yeah.
Absolute madness. And then you say, they're so afraid to damage your image.
Yeah, you're so afraid to damage.
Add for forgiveness, not for commitment.
No, ask forgiveness, not permission.
Yes, not permission, yeah. That is, That's some deep lyrics, man. Tell us about that.
Music Worldwide
On Dan Blake TV on YouTube.
Yeah, so for the you're so afraid to damage your image is like you, and it's something that like I even can say for myself is like kind of being afraid to put certain things that like on the internet or something like that, or not being completely yourself because you're creating this profile for yourself. So you're more careful with it than you are with real life because you're literally creating it. Just anything that's on there is like their version of you, you know? So you're very like specific with what you do and very strategic and stuff.
It's weird, isn't it, how things have changed, like literally.
And
it's
then
like this picture,
and then like just like the permission and forgiveness thing is just like do whatever it is that you want to do, and just ask forgiveness. Don't ask permission, you know.
And is that like, would you say the microdose?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, basic like microdosing just means, you know, like when for me in that song, you take it however you want to take it, but you know how people say too much of everything isn't good. It's just like microdose everything, even people.
For real.
Yeah.
And I'm moving on to the rocket ship, you know.
Okay.
That one was popping off in the mosh as well.
Yeah, that
in
shit
the
was
mosh
lit.
pit. Yeah. And you know, you say now the moon feels better than the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's hard.
Sometimes I feel safer in the nighttime than I do, even though it's weird. But the concept for like the moon for me and why I resonate with the moon so much is just like it reminds me of just like hope. Like everything is dark, but there's still that light. You know what I'm saying? It's like safety. It's like there's still that light there. It's not completely dark.
Yeah.
You know.
And you know, these records were ringing off heavy yesterday, you know, Under the Moon.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Wow. But the line that, I don't know, it's hit, you know, certain lines hit you and you relate to it. You're like, right, I feel that line just on a different one, maybe something personal.
Right.
You say, I don't know why. It's not like I don't let outsiders in my home. Maybe like people, I've been to my house before, but like, it's where you say, don't let outsiders inside your home. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
The way you sing, it's just deep, man. Just connected with me.
Yeah, just like for me, don't let randoms in your home is basically talking about your life.
Yeah, okay.
It's not your literal home.
Yeah, I love that.
It's like your life. You know what I'm saying? Like home to me is my personal life. You know what I'm saying? That's my home.
Yeah.
So just not to let just random people inside of that circle, you know, because some people have different agendas.
So true.
Yeah.
That's a nice breakdown. I love it. And last off, moral. You say passive aggressive. Just that line. Passive aggressive.
Yeah. Don't be so passive aggressive. You're gonna pass that aggression. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. Just say how you feel.
Yeah.
Don't beat around the bush. Because the energy is still there, whether you're letting it all out or you're not. I still feel the energy, and it's gonna rub off on me, and I don't want it to.
And is 070 Shake 070 is your group, right?
Yeah.
And is your real name Danny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Danny. I'm Dan. So
Word.
I'm thinking like at some stage we maybe got to do like a group or something. How can I audition to join those? Danny,
Hey,
Dan, 070 Shake.
It gotta
Dan
be
Blake.
tonight, man, because I'm leaving at 9. So tonight we could do it. Maybe
All
like
right.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
Pull up to the hotel. Got you, bro.
All right, all good. And right now we do a thing on the show. We call it the language check. Yeah. So we broke down some of the album right there. That was very interesting, and thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
And we do a thing on my show. We call it the language check. So it's where we check in with some kind of slang or terminology that you use that you can share with us. Maybe something from Jersey. Then I'll give you something UK-wise as well.
I already know the UK.
Oh, you got this.
What are you saying, fam?
What you saying, fam?
Saying?
You know about saying easy.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Yeah. So if someone, if you say you're gonna get something sorted out, you just say saying easy.
Saying
I got
easy.
you. Basically,
Yeah.
saying easy.
Yeah. I mean, I just grew up saying what's popping.
What's popping? Okay.
What's good? What's popping?
Sick. What's popping? I got one more for you as well. In the UK, we say it bangs.
It bangs?
Yeah.
What does
So,
that mean?
Right now, chilling with you, it bangs.
It bangs, bro.
Bangs.
What is you talking about? It bangs.
Bangs.
Eh.
Trust me.
Allow it.
Gee, allow it, fam. You been Nando's?
I've been watching Mad Top Boy.
Yeah. You done though. Have you been Nando's yet?
Nando's. I went like once before, but not really. No. I don't eat meat, so.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, how would you like your music to be accepted by the world in years beyond your career? Because I feel like you're a person that's about legacy.
Yeah, 100% about legacy, man. Longevity. I just want to be able to communicate that feeling. Just like the feeling that lives within me, lives within the music, and just want that feeling to travel. I don't like putting a word to it because then I'll be lying, So if you know the feeling, then you know the feeling. And it's something that we'll always share.
And, your voice to me is incredible. I first heard you, and your tone, man, your tone is serious. Like, it's got a real kind of, how can I say, it's like a spiritual feel to it, man, when I hear your tone. Are you a person, do you write lyrics off the top of the dome when it comes to writing? Or do you, put pen to paper?
Honestly, I take my lyrics kind of too serious to do that. Yeah. But it depends. Sometimes I will. Like, because I start a song by freestyling always.
Okay.
So I freestyle. Like, my melodies are always just like freestyle melodies, and some lyrics I will get off of freestyling. And
you said you mentioned like your melodies, and I feel your ad-libs and your kind of, I feel like it's kind of even, I don't know, maybe some kind of chanting harmonies. It's just, I feel those add a different dimension to what you do. It just creates some kind of epicality. Are you conscious of those things you're creating, as you were saying, like,
definitely. It's definitely
even
well
hypnotic.
thought out. Yeah. It's well thought out.
That's great. That's great to hear.
Yeah.
And I want to know how you got on my favorite rapper in the world's album, Nas.
Oh, Nas.
Nasir album.
Yeah, man. I want to know too. I still don't get it.
Jeez, you featured on Not For The Radio featuring Diddy.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
It was honestly mad fucking random. Yeah. It was the day that it came out. I was in the studio and they had this whole different hook for it. Yeah. And I was just like, we should just make it shorter. And I wasn't even on it. And then I just did that. And they were like, okay, cool. Yeah.
And you was all in the studio together?
Nas wasn't in there. Okay. It was just like me and like EA and stuff.
Okay, wow, brilliant.
Yeah.
And with the hook, was that something that you wrote yourself?
Yeah. It was like a part of what they already had. They had like this extended hook.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was like really long and.
But you really brought it home. You drove it home with the.
Yeah.
You say they think, are they scared? You bring it home with that line.
Yeah.
I think they scared of us, man. It was a really big record, man.
Yeah, man.
And I feel like it's the throwback to Hate Me Now as well, by the original with Puff Daddy and Nas as well.
I haven't heard that song, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm not about to sit here and be like, facts. Nah, I haven't heard that shit.
And Wyoming Sessions. Tell us about that. Being on the Yee album, Ghost Town. How did that famous lyric now that you ended the show with yesterday?
Yeah.
Nothing hurts anymore. I feel kind of free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about it. I love that. To me, that's probably one of the best kind of hook bridge areas I've heard in a minute, just lyric wise and what I feel. I feel like going back to my eternal youth when I feel that.
Right.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and that's what it's supposed to feel like. When I was on the plane over there, I wrote one thing in my notebook, and it was nothing hurts. And then, that was just a concept I went in there with. It's like nothing hurts anymore. And I basically, the first night I got there, I worked on that and just expanded on it. Did some shit.
Okay, imagine, you had to live in space, for the rest of your life, an imaginary world, But before you had to go, you had one album to define your life on Earth, and a concert you could go and see and check out and just have a little boogie to before you go and live in space. What would they be?
Musikworldwide
On Dan Blake TV on YouTube. And why?
Shit. Damn, it's a hard question. Well, the concert, I would probably see a Frank Ocean concert.
Jeez, all right.
Because like, he doesn't do too many shows, so I would definitely take that. The album, man, so many good ones. Anywhere from like Frank to like pretty much any Ye albums. Cudi, Man on the Moon.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? Indica. Yeah, so many albums. I don't know. It's hard. I can't sell myself to one.
For real. Speaking of Kanye, you're signed to Good Music, right?
Oh yeah.
And describe your energy of Kanye West in the studio, your creative process together. How are you two in the studio? How does it kind of work, the dynamic between both of you?
Shit. It's just like it's a lot of just me learning, to be honest. I'm just watching him do his thing, just learning when I was over there.
And is it something, when he's creating, are you asking questions on stuff like that when you create with him?
Yeah, definitely. And he asks a lot of questions too, because he's always learning too, which is something beautiful,
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, we got any new music in the works together?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, brilliant. And you was also on Khaled's album,
Yeah.
on Holy Mountain. That's a big record, I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Between Khaled and Kanye, what's the best advice they both given you?
I think their advice has been like unspoken. It's just me watching how they move. It's like advice for me.
That's neat.
Word.
And your ultimate worldwide collaboration. So right now, if you could collaborate with like another rapper, a singer to jump on the hook with you, and a producer, who would it be?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive, go for it.
Dead or alive? Come on, bro. Don't do that.
All right, let's do it live then. Let's stick to it live.
Alive. I would collaborate with man, I'll definitely love to collaborate with like Frank.
Yeah.
Like Tom York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick. And what's your thoughts on like award shows and stuff like that? Because you got Grammys coming up in in the States right now. What's your thoughts on that? Is that something that's important to you in your career?
No, I mean it's cool. This is like trophies, but I'm not. It's not like a goal for me. Like it would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? Just to definitely love to like win a Grammy. But I won't. It doesn't really affect me too much. I'm good with it or without it.
And as I was saying before, you've worked with some greats already in the game. From the Khaleds to the Nas's, to the P Diddy's. I feel like I don't know. I just got. Sometimes I get these things where I feel the energy. I listen to someone's music and I think, right, that collab's definitely gonna happen some stage. I feel like I could hear you on the next Jay-Z album for some reason.
That'd be hard.
I feel like that energy could align.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Hove?
I love Hove, man. I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of Hove because my big brother, that was his favorite rapper. So he's had a big part in my life.
And you're from Jersey. I've been to New York, not quite Jersey, but a couple of my guys, shout out to the Brilliant Idiot, Charlamagne, Wax, the God out there, and they were telling me about Jersey. I kind of get the grasp that some New Yorkers, they kind of like Jersey is kind of. They go to Jersey to kind of get away from the
whole
the
city.
busyness of New York. Tell us about Jersey from your eyes and perspective.
Man, Jersey is just, it's kind of hard to explain, for real. But it's intimate.
Yeah.
You know, it's something you just really gotta understand.
Yeah.
You can only understand if you're from there.
Okay.
You know, there's layers to it.
Of course.
Yeah.
I heard, as well as that, there's that hardcore side too,
Yeah, there's
I hear
definitely
that
that
there's the hood
hardcore.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's areas
Yeah.
where it'll get real.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like every place.
For real. And Joe Budden, he's mentioned you before.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Joe?
Yeah, I fuck with Joe, man. It's funny because like when I first started making music, he was like the first person I ever hit up, the celebrity that I ever hit up, and I sent him this long ass email, and I was like, "Yo, Joe, what's up, man? I'm from Jersey, man. I'm gonna be the greatest artist ever to live one day. It would be great if you like just, you feel me? If I could like work with you, or just, you know what I'm saying? Like basically telling him to believe in the kid and all that. I sent him like a long ass paragraph. Yeah, he never answered, but you
now
feel
he
me?
knows
We
what's
here
up.
now,
Yeah.
so it's lit.
Yeah. I would love to see you on the Joe Budden podcast one day, man. Him being from Jersey as well.
Yeah.
That'll be dope. And right now, you're in the UK. We have a scene over here. Are you aware of any of our music and genres over here in the UK? Any artists you mess with?
Yeah, I mean, there was a point where we were listening to, me and my boys were listening a lot of Skepta and Stormzy
Skippy,
and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't really been in it too much lately, but I definitely love it. I respect it a lot. I think it's amazing. It's beautiful how y'all just have your own world, your own sound, and it's really cool. Like the whole grime scene is
like
fire
grime,
as hell. Yeah. Yeah, this is fire.
I'm glad you said grime because I could see you doing a madness over a grime beat.
Yes.
A drill beat or a grime beat.
I would love to one day. I got to.
Yeah, you would turn up on that for real. Like, I don't know, it'll be just a different vibe still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit,
And
yeah.
right now, tell us about like your whole fashion sense, man, and your image, man. I like the fashion and image. What's it inspired by? Like your look, would you say?
Inspired by James Dean.
James Dean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And you're on tour right now. So you're going around Europe, you're going around the world. If someone was to come to your show, you're going to be gaining new fans and new support. What are they taking from a 070 Shake experience right now? Because I've seen it live.
Yeah.
And it's an experience for me. And for me, it's been one of the concerts in a while I've been to where I felt real connected, man. I felt the energy, the music, and I've gone live and seen the same thing.
Right.
So tell us about what people can expect from you.
Yeah, just like a euphoric feeling, I think. Just bliss. Like just purely living in the moment.
Yeah.
And I hope that they feel loved. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And just to finish off, I want you to kind of give, like, I would say, I call it like a wisdom quote or a gem, just for maybe up and coming artists or people that are just on the come up. They've seen your rise and wanna do their thing.
Patience is everything. I believe that patience is the most important thing when you're creating art. If you're doing something great, people will catch up to it 100%. And you just got to be patient, for real. Yeah.
And 070 Shake, what do you do when you're not making music, though? Like, when you're just, like,
I
away
like to
from the
play
studio?
chess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chess, okay.
Chess is my game. But, yeah, I just like to get inspired by everything.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Chess, wow.
Yeah.
I used to be able to play, but I fell off, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I fuck with chess.
Yeah, you have to teach me that game one day.
Word up.
Yeah, for real. But, 070 Shake, it's been an absolute pleasure to have a conversation with
Thank
you.
you, man. Likewise.
And I hope that we can have this again at some stage, man.
Yes, sir.
It's only the beginning. I'm going to be watching the journey and keep supporting your music on radio and online.
Thank you,
over here
man.
in the UK.
I appreciate you, bro.
No worries, I appreciate you too.
Hell yeah,
Hey,
man.
love.
Yes, sir, love.
Dan Blake, 070 Shake.
Come on, man.
Jeez.
Collab coming soon, you heard?
Hey.